Holy shibbledy shack, gang. I'm late today. Extra late, extra gay. Gotta get my links out. And let's get the blue sky links out. Okay. And as you can see, I just got out of the shower. Maybe you can tell. Hello, Zen Bridger. Hello, Haruko-ji-san. Hello, Zen Bridger again. Hello, Nisa Draws. While I wait for more people to show up, I'm just going to brush my hair really quick. Using the webcam to help me navigate. Actually not sure where my usual hair tie is. Gauge volumes is 1.4 times higher than mic volume. I will say that the goddamn song on this intro screen is like especially loud. Like nothing else in the game is nearly as loud as it is on this screen. Brody Caesar says, I at least assume you were doing a no-face impression from Spirited Away. Or maybe you were saying like as in when people say instead of ass, but you were saying ass, like I can't hear the actual music in the game because I have my headphones plugged in. So in my head, I'm just hearing the startup screen music from Phantasy Star Online. Ooh. I can't get over how they've got this our next game on screen, and it's a game that's not even made by like anybody who was on the dev team for Disco Elysium. Our in name only. Company name only, I mean. Ain't it? Okay, my hair is nearly brushed. I'm seeing 12 viewers. Hey Trixie, ran into your brother Sunday night at the Auntie Show. Amazing time. Auntie Show? Anri Show. I have no idea what that is. Anri? I'm assuming you're talking about Victor, because I know Shade ain't going to no shows. Anri. I don't know what that is. So I'm glad it was an amazing time. Alright, let me throw on a hair tie real quick. My usual scrunchies out of sight. City pop artist, I see. I didn't know Vic was into city pop. Then Bridger says I ran into your other brother on Whams. Yep, that happens. I run into Shade every day because we live in the same house, which used to be Victor's house. But he moved up to Richmond, and I assume that's where this Henri show was. Maybe it's more of a... Was Hope there too? Maybe it was more of a Hope thing. I've never known Vic to be into city pop. I need to change my chair. This is Bird's chair, and it's too tall for me. I know this is a weird start to a Disco Elysium stream, but... This morning I was, I spent the last... Well, from like 9 to 11 thereabouts, I was writing a script for a Guilty Gear video that I had the idea for a couple of months ago, and I kept forgetting about it and putting it off. And then I made that video that's like, what should I talk about on my channel? And I had more than one person say, you should do some kind of music analysis. And then I had somebody say, you should do something about Guilty Gear. And I was like, wait a minute. I had a whole plan to do an analysis of Guilty Gear music. I should do that. And so I did. It was one of those that flowed very naturally. Like I kind of knew basically what I was going to say, but then I said a lot more than I expected to. And I was like, yeah, this is fucking good. People are going to like this one. I hope. So I'll probably edit that and try to get it out tonight. Because I don't think it'll be a complicated edit. This is too loud, but I'm sure that's just because we're on this screen. Let's go ahead and click continue. Alright, turn the volume of the game back up a bit because, again, it is way louder on the startup screen than it is in the game for some reason. Alright. It's still a little loud in my cans, actually. Get the volume down a bit for me. Okay, that sounds good. Alright, I was about to talk to this lady at the end of the last stream, but she had more to say than I expected.
The old woman still hums her unknown song. She opens her eyes to acknowledge your presence.
Where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave.
Well, that makes sense. I think that's true in most places, though.
That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shop.
Her soapy thumb points to the building behind her. How much is it? Wait, she said free.
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Wait, hold on. So you're just giving it to me?
No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can stay there.
Does this mean I don't have to pay Gart? There's this guy Gart who makes me give him money every night just so I don't die out in the cold.
That's exactly how they get ya.
Exactly.
That's why we built our own cinder block houses on the seaside. So we don't have to give money to those crooks. We might not look like much, but they are ours.
So far, this woman is the absolute hero of this game. She's already completely won me over. Wait, why isn't anyone using the room?
My kids grew up and left like they do. The house is long empty now. I live in the small side attachment. It's easier and cheaper to keep warm.
One more time, I can just have the room?
Aye. The room is pretty bare bones, but it's got a bed and roof over it. That's more than some folks have
That's
around
a
here.
lot. That's crazy to give me for... It would help me stay in touch with the proletariat. Nah, this could be the first chapter of my Rags to Riches memoir. Now this is real Revacholian hospitality. That Gart must be half-kipped or something. Oh no, it's a racist way of complimenting it. Unfortunate that incremental development hasn't elevated this neighborhood yet. I see potential here. I don't need much. Hey, I know I get double experience for saying communist stuff.
You best
So.
not be plotting another revolution under my roof. You barely got through the last one. But the room, do you want it?
Yeah,
Don't
Hell
make
yeah.
an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
I won't.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
Yep.
He's a little relieved you're no longer in that room.
Good.
Should he? This environment encourages one thing, and one thing only.
Drinking. What's wrong with drinking? What's in this fishing
Just
village?
us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap.
Gap.
A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
That means I can become a god in an alcove.
The place is so pornographically poor.
Pornographically poor. This place is pornographically poor. There's got to be something here. Tell me who else lives in this village. I kind of want to say it's pornographically poor.
The lack of wealth is the one thing we've got in abundance.
True.
Riddles. Fits with the general ambiance here.
Aye. Sometimes it's as though I'm also gotten lost inside this nameless nothing.
I'm lost too.
Oh, it seems to be a common theme these days.
Maybe I should stay lost. Just move here and disappear completely.
Maybe.
Oh, my
It would be
morale.
easy. But right now you want something from me, right?
I didn't mean that in a negative way. There's got to be something here. Tell
Over
me.
there you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
Between here and Jamrock, a dusty sea of old trees, all covered in industrial soot. Small houses under them.
Send Bridger, it's
Overgrown park.
funny you say that the previous mic settings were right, because I actually turned it back up after that. So now I'm turning it up even further than it had been at first. That's how much louder that opening song is. Like, I had it too low, but that song is so loud that it seemed too high. But I'll put it up even more. It is wild that it's such a volume difference. Anyway, Shivers says, between here and Jamrock, a dusty sea of old trees all covered in industrial soot, small houses under them, an overgrown park. The pox? What's that?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder block houses, shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened to the hospital?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
By the way, this little shack town is like nowhere near as shitty looking as the real life shanty towns I have seen. Particularly in Manila in the Philippines, where like there are like village sized, compilations of scrap metal and planks that are way more chaotic and way more, I would describe them as much more similar to Blight Town from Dark Souls, although not on the side of a cliff, which was insane in that game, or the District 9 ghettos, or whatever I don't remember how they called them in that, but in District 9 they lived in a shanty town just like the ones I've actually seen in real life. This seems nice by comparison. This doesn't seem like the worst place to live, which is why I was like, hell yeah, shack, let's go. Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they are away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
Oh yeah, I met a couple of drunks here.
I'm sure you did. Nature keeps them in rotation. A new face pops up every now and then an old one disappears and is forgotten. This is who we are.
It's like being in the Dick Show community. Is there a way to make a little money around here?
Here? For you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women, and then forgot about.
Under carts, boats, in little boxes. It's not hard to find.
Alright, there's another topic
She
I'd like
nods,
to address.
rinsing another piece of cloth.
What's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here?
Fair.
They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
I get the feeling you're leaving stuff out. What else is going on?
Well, there's that music. Music from across the sea. Huh. It started a few days ago, and now it's blasting even through the night. And now, suspicious-looking people are sneaking around the church. I don't like that.
Are you sure that's not us? Because we're pretty suspicious looking.
Interesting. You could look into this ruckus if you have the time.
I'm in a kimono and my partner is dressed like Kaneda, with a pokeball on his t-shirt. What else is on down the coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Which is it then, apartments or electrical plant?
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Anything else of note?
Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
Who'd want to come to a fish market
No
here?
one. That's why it's closed. It was once a bustling place, back when I was young, and so was everyone else. Now, what catch we do bring in goes straight into a lorry for the Delta or somewhere else.
That's it? There's got to be more along the coast.
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you here?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr.
Lieutenant W. Freighter Harry Dubois. My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. Sigh. You can call me Tequila Sunset, or I lost my name. I think she'd probably appreciate the official name.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
I found this jacket, but it's filthy. Could you wash it for
I
me?
can wash it for you. But it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
Of course.
Hell yeah.
I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do. Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you'll have an easier life in your hands.
Dope. Thanks, old lady. Oh, it's a cool jacket. This windbreaker... Oh, it raises my pain threshold and my half-light, but lowers my drama. I'm fine with that. This windbreaker is like a protective cocoon, placing the wearer's torso into a pocket universe where wind, water, dirt, and fire cannot harm them. Huge writing, 100% synthetic, is proudly displayed on the chest. It lets absolutely no air through. Warning, item not actually fireproof. That's fine. Let's try it. Oh, it matches the hat. Oh, interesting. Well, now I look like a fucking drug dealer. A European drug dealer. which is appropriate. This definitely feels the most like what this character would actually be casually wearing. Especially with the shopping bag. It looks like I'm just on my way back from the store. The infinite depth shopping bag, I should mention. 'Cause I feel like I've put 1 billion bottles in that. Alright, see what's in this shack.
The door has seen better days.
What's
The
this my
layer
shack?
of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
I'll wait
good.
outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night.
You don't want to
We'll
sleep
meet
in my
in front
shack?
of the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
I guess he doesn't think this is a romantic enough place to shack up. Get it? Shack up. Can't see into the house from this angle. Well, no shit. Alright, what do we got here? Cute shack. See the waves, the sea, a church. Old science fiction magazines, books about bird watching, and an almanac from '93. This intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out pleasant warmth. It's even got heat! My other room had a fucking broken window. This one's got a heater.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
No time to rest yet. Wow. I'm so happy I found a real home. Who's this pretty lady?
Hi, officer.
She's got, like, fishhook earrings. She's obviously cool. A woman in a raincoat stands on the quay, considering an overturned boat. A sword in a scabbard hangs from her hip. She's a knight.
Anything I can help you with?
That depends. Where are we
A
exactly?
fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called ELYSIUM.
Why?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
Okay. I have questions. The first, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker.
Net
I
picker.
think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts. Ask her about the cool sword.
Yes.
Helps to break the ice.
Nice sword. Does it come with
Unfortunately,
a
the
story?
factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks mostly.
Do you know how to use it?
Not really. I know some
Aw.
basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot.
It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why do you need intimidation tactics? I feel like I already know, but
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
can I borrow that sword?
No, I'm afraid not. Tempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check would put me in an early grave.
Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective?
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that.
Truth. I've fallen in love with another woman in Disco Elysium. Help.
That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
The other girl was hot, but this one's actually wife material. I don't have the expression on my face. True, most people I've met are scared.
No one wants to talk about how frightened they are. But only frightened people are really dangerous. And plenty
True.
of them are dangerous.
Very true. So where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Are you still married? Where's your husband now?
Gone.
Oh, thank God.
The harbour seawall endures the wash of the freezing waves. Many things wash up against it and onto the beaches of Rivershore. Some inanimate, some just no longer alive. You shudder.
Disappeared, gone where, or coward? I would never leave anyone. I'm not trying to be a white knight here. Sounds like a missing persons
It
case.
absolutely does not. We are not going to look for him.
Just like, please don't.
No. There's nothing to find. He's dead. Lost to the waves.
That's bad. What happened?
Who knows? Maybe he fell over. He didn't respect the sea. Went out there drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later.
This is why I don't fuck around with the ocean.
Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on.
Perfect.
There's only so much mourning you can
Now
do
I
for a
can be your
drunk with
husband.
sinewy muscles.
Terry, you have to marry her.
She really liked those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces sinewy.
Yeah, death is nothing. I shit on death. You should have thrown yourself in the waves after him. Nod sagely. Time really is the best cure for sorrow, isn't it? It's healthy to let go and move on. Gotta keep
Us
the wheels
working
spinning.
folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
Oh, she's got the kids. So maybe the old lady is her mom?
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk.
Let's go. Electrochemistry
Ask her.
gets it.
Both of you could need some action.
Oh. 3% and Kim's presence makes it awkward. Is that your boat?
Sure is. The sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Sunny days.
Aye. Sunny days. You got a problem with that?
No, man. We have no quarrel with sunny days.
Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids.
There's a moment's silence. She looks at the rain streaming down the yellow belly of the boat.
When do you think the boat will be ready?
In time, when the sea turns and the winds settle, she will be ready.
Waves wash the sand. A skiff moves across the mirror-smooth sea, far away from here. A lone passenger, a fast sloop in the distance. White sails.
What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
What else?
I sell the fish to people in the Delta to serve at their fancy restaurants. Authentic Insular Indian cuisine.
Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
True.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
But I am.
This is what is called a conversation. You don't have to be guarded right now.
I never thought the sea brought anything particularly interesting. Walking on the beach sounds quite romantic. Alright, I think I get it. Let me ask you something else. Or interesting. What have you
Wood.
found?
Pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
I need to know about those human bodies. A mine? The RCM could use a mine. Where is it? Drugs? I need info on this. Major narc. Point to yourself. This place looks bad. Why don't you leave? I am the most curious about the mine.
Well, the RCM has to wait for another one, 'cause some army folks came by, took it in the middle of the bay and blew it up. The blast was surprisingly timid for such a huge spiky thing.
Well, I didn't do much. I'm looking for someone. Maybe you
Let's
can
see. Who are you looking for?
help. I'd like to ask something
Well,
else.
how can I assist you then, officer?
I'm looking for someone else,
Oh?
actually.
Who? Well, how can I assist
I
you
must-
then, officer?
I'm confused as to why that choice exists. Be seeing you. Maybe that's gonna mean something later, and the option is just there early? I don't know. That was strange. Alright. Is this her boat? This boat floating freely in the water, unmoored. Got a bit of a runny nose today. I hope I'm not sick. I have not been reading the chat. Guild Wars factions had some wild shanty towns. Never played that. Go to the church and God to forgive ye. God will never forgive ye. Is there disco in this game or what? I think disco has only really been used as a metaphor, and you hear a little bit of a disco-esque song at nighttime in the bar. I have the game downloaded for a decade but never played it yet. You can't mean this game. It hasn't been out for a decade, I don't think. But I get what you mean. Half a decade? I had it downloaded for like 2 years before I finally played it. This ladder leads to a school of fish swimming in the kelp. Ooh, cute. Good fish. Where the hell am I, anyway? I am over here, I think? All these army dude statues here. I don't think I've seen those if they're still there. I know a lot of this shit's gone, but... Riva All is Vosen. Allez-vous-sen? I don't know what that means. Okay, let's go back up and make sure I've explored all of this. So this pretty much terminates here, it seems like. I don't remember this. Oh, that's right. This is where she buried the
has not
gloves.
been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away. You can see something shining back to you from what must have been a vast underground catacomb network.
Reach in the catacombs and pull out the shiny
The
object.
walls and floors give way to the giant's greed,
Hey.
collapse and present you with a pair of ceramic gauntlets.
Congratulations. That's the gauntlets down there. We're doing good on the armor collection front.
Gauntlets. Clenching and unclenching your fists has never been so fun. The tiny ceramic plates make a lovely clicking sound when your fingers move. The gloves are a bit sandy, but the grip is phenomenal. Can I make them my hands, or how do I wear? Okay, yeah, sick. Look at that. I got fucking gauntlets now. I look like I'm a real RPG character.
As you fold your fingers into a fist, you realize you could knock anyone out with one punch.
Oh.
The white ceramic gloves wrap around your digits comfortably.
I will be responsible with this. This is just to protect me from harm, not to show
The
off.
hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek and light, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this
Can
stuff
beat
could
up that
do for
racist
you.
guy. One down, 2 pieces to go. Here I come. Yeah, I want the full suit. This gear could line my pockets with cash. I could probably sell it to some other cops. This is the long sought after enemy technology. I can't just enjoy it. I must study it. Yeah.
Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets. Wear it. Observe its properties. See if there's a weakness in the design. For the day you have to fight someone covered in the same material.
Oh boy, I wonder if there's a final boss in this game who wears this shit. It really hurts to punch this armor. A sword wouldn't even leave a scratch. A bullet would bounce right off. Still, there must be some flaw in it that would allow you to stand your ground against this dangerous enemy technology. You just have to figure out what it is. Possibly by beating yourself while wearing it. Shooting yourself? Let's see. It does sound like what I would do in this game. What's out here? clicking it, but ain't nothing happening. Maybe I can't observe from this vantage point? Confusing. Let's try this one. What's happening here? Relax, it's not yours. You didn't crash every MC in Revachol, hopefully. Rust-eaten letters read... Oh, I didn't catch it in time. I'm guessing I was talking about this car here. Okay, what about this, though? What about... Oh. I clicked on it and now it's sending me back around. And nothing happened. Observe the damn thing! It's not working. It's glitched out. I don't think I've been up this way, actually. What's going on here? A school of fish huddle around the fence post, then scatter into the dark. Cool fish. Before you a drawbridge. It can only be lowered from the other side. Oh. Well, how do I get over there? Looks like I can just walk over there. Must have taken a lot of patience to do this. Painted with pastels, someone is trying to bring cheer into this world. Gotta check out your camp before I talk to you. Damn, it's cold outside. More tribalistic markings. This post is covered in little humanoids. A pole screwed into the ice keeps the tent erect. Trash from some unending party. I'm hearing music, which makes me think maybe it's the music from across the water that the lady was talking
The
about.
tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men, all in forward-looking apparel, reminiscent of the sticker on the padlock, are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
Sure.
Sorry, you barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
Yeah, party tent. This tent's bigger on the inside than it was on the outside, I feel like. And I got auto saved on. Canisters filled with what appears to be water. The label says distilled. A speaker, the big kind they use for live music. Oh, hell yeah, let's go. This is the fucking jam. Racketeer disappears, surging through the megasphere. They're rapping.
A young man with peroxide blonde hair holds up a Harman Walshy tape player, nodding along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile and says, as though you're supposed to be sharing some tremendous evangelical secrets,
Hardcore!
Hell yeah.
Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega!
All right.
Here comes the night!
could there have been a right way out of this garden of forking paths, you think? You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
There is definitely something futuristic about his hair, aggressively so. You get the sense that this is what the future will look like.
Amazing. That's a whole ass task, is just figure out how to talk to this guy.
Imbecilic. Yes, should the future ever come, it will look deeply imbecilic, like this guy.
Shake his hand.
His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you
That guy looks
suspiciously.
fucking deep.
And Egghead. Egg!
Egg! I love this guy.
Together with a Cell Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
How many music venues have you organized?
We have many in the pipeline, officer.
In the pipeline.
That means they haven't set up a single one yet.
Why are you here?
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Also for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
There's no need. The place is pretty bad.
Which brings me to the problem of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
An attempt to pander to your perceived conservative sensibilities. No person his age would ever use a word like narcomania with a straight face. Don't fall for it.
Enough histrionics. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the church. And I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Dopeheads. Burnouts.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that. In Revachol.
Strike that. The world.
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts hold up in there are the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are. Good. This calls for an opinion.
Oh no.
You're an expert in those.
I won't stand for narcomaniacs of any kind. No narcomaniacs on my watch. It feels like you may be laying this on a bit thick. What's really so bad about these dopeheads and burnouts?
They're spooky.
What exactly do you mean by spookiness?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
So in other words, they want to turn it into a music venue. I'm all about it.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse. People just wanna spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
I'll look into it. Tell me more.
All right, man.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchanged giddy looks.
Did you put the padlock on the door?
Yes. I asked Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. It's a temporary fix, just something to contain the situation.
So, is it just me, or do y'all get the impression that these guys are like some kind of rich kids from like a much nicer part of Revachol who are just kind of fucking around in the wastes because they feel like they can do whatever the fuck they want? They definitely don't strike me as from around here.
I had to do it in a hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
I need the key.
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
All right.
Hell yeah. The speed freak dips into his belt pack and produces a yellow key. He then makes a sudden cool-infused move, tossing it in your general direction. Be the cool cop. Catch the key as it flies towards you.
You sense the
Hey, I did it.
trajectory of the little piece of metal and plastic. The object makes a small ringing sound as it approaches. Just the tiniest chime to your left.
Catch it.
Ka-ching! The key hits your palm. The speed freaks nod to you approvingly.
Bask in the glory.
The young man with ribcage-shaped suspenders looks at you, standing there, with a goofy grin on your face. The word august,
Yeah.
used as an adjective. That's how cool it feels to be old and
The
cool.
word
and
August
young.
used as an adjective.
Let's face it, you're near death, yet bathed in the golden rays of stately grandeur, like a late summer's day, like a daddy-o, like a tequila sunset.
Yes. Damn right, I am Tequila Sunset. Arriba!
Of course you are. It's too late to be a tequila sunrise now. There will be no sunrise. Not for you.
How long have those people been locked in there?
Not long. Like a week, maybe?
How can you be sure they haven't starved to death?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
85% is good enough. No one lives forever, baby.
Exactly. That's exactly what we thought.
The Cage of the Rage! Rough Blaze!
Egg means the situation is monitored. It's relatively safe. No one has died yet.
Right. Other questions.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
Who exactly are these people that you've locked inside the church?
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses.
You haven't even seen them and you want the police involved?
Well, there's also the machinery.
This machinery is of the deeply mystical variety.
When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires.
Into water.
Never seen anything like it.
Andre, tell him about the feeling.
Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark.
No, the other one.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Ed.
Felt like silence. Awful silence.
But you haven't physically seen any.
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. A couple of times. And we felt someone or something eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it.
What was that about something watching you?
Like you aren't alone, you know?
It wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Not human, as in a ghost. Do you know what he means?
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crab man.
A crab man?
Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling, like a crab.
It's gotta be one of the phasmids.
It was stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behavior.
Ambush behavior, not a crab man.
Crab man!
Crab man! Let's
Yeah,
go!
totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. Estelle was alone that time, but I believe her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, there's a crab in there.
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
There probably is no crab man. Don't let them draw you in with this nonsense.
But crab man, can you tell me more about this machinery?
You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them. Probably jacked up to some snuff station too. Probably, very likely.
So how can you be sure they're burnouts and dope heads if you haven't seen them?
Well, honestly, I can't. But I am.
This is a below-feeble attempt at avoidance. Basically, he is attempting to weaponize idiocy.
Wow, you can't, but you do. I should add weaponized idiocy to my own repertoire.
Hey now, I'm 70% sure they're substance abusers. Don't let all that technology fool you. Where do you think the drugs come from?
Alright, let's talk about something
Sure.
else.
What?
What's the deal with Egghead? I want to talk
He's
to
a
him.
quiet man, mostly communicates through music, and by being a master of ceremonies.
What's a master of ceremony?
You know, a host, a declaimer of slogans.
Yeah.
He's a performer.
Yeah.
Gets the people going.
How do you communicate with them?
Well, he's just kind of here. I don't really know how to communicate with him.
Have you ever really talked to him?
Yeah, sometimes. When I stumble and find my way into his center, you have to hear a lot of hardcore to the mega first though.
The man smiles mysteriously, choosing to let the beat speak for itself.
Egghead is the best.
I get it. He's a puzzle.
You mentioned some kind of ecclesiastes that own the church. Who are these ecclesiastes?
Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
Before we go on, what do you mean by meteorin? Oh, the founding party. I do know them, but can you refresh my memory? Mask it? No, humor me, Andre. What is the founding party? Or don't mask it. I don't even know what the founding party is. That.
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organization. And they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericarnassian church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, made the innocentic system, no?
Doesn't sound like they would appreciate a dance club in their church. They sound like exactly the kind of people who would want loud dance music in their church.
You're right, they do.
The Pericarnassian church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericarnassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance.
Yeah.
Love is hardcore.
Unity!
Unity!
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
Woo! I don't quite understand what you're talking about. What's a posse? I guess love can be pretty hardcore. You're right. How could the founding party be anything but enthusiastic? Dance music is about love, and so is the Pericarnassian Church. Or on second thought, no, this is too much. No, I guess love can be pretty
Oh yeah, it can.
He's coming around. You're getting it.
You're right. How could they be anything but enthusiastic?
Yeah! Yako Qatar, the place to be.
Gecko Kata.
He seems ecstatic that you share his vision of Pericarnassianism.
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving.
I wanted to ask you about this tent full of equipment.
Yes. What?
I see you brought your own water.
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water.
And it's distilled too.
Oh, it's the one they sell at the fuel station.
Alright, enough of this.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
Maybe everything isn't quite as you've been told. Take a moment to analyze. No.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah!
So you had a talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Noid. Good.
Skin shows through the holes in the Speed Freak's too large sweater. In front of him, an open toolbox full of carpentry tools and parts.
It's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your sign. Can't really talk to people before you get a reading.
He runs his hand through his hair, which is combed back in mock seriousness, and continues to fiddle with some gears. Sign?
Yeah, gotta compare. See if we can align.
Interesting.
I suck at socialising, man. Even now, our sign synchronisation is way off. But I'll see what I can do.
I saw a sticker on the padlock. Can you tell me anything about it?
A sticker? You mean the yellow one? Can you describe it to me?
Interesting. He wants you to describe it, though he already knows what it looks like.
I mean, this one. Show the sticker on your ledger.
Oh, wow. Right on your cop ledger. You like it?
Yeah, it's cool.
It is cool, but it's also more than that. Much more.
What makes the sticker so modern?
Simplicity was brought to us by a classical solarist modernism, but that was a tasteful, harmonious simplicity, right? Well, hardcore is not tasteful or outwardly harmonious. It's a warning shot. This will be dangerous. The echo of man's loss, haunting him.
Yeah.
The sticker, the clothes, the music, same thing.
Seems awesome.
It is.
What's it supposed to be?
The dead guy smiling.
And what does it mean? Why is the dead guy smiling?
He defeated history. We are living in the age of history, and in the eyes of history, we are always already dead.
True.
How can we ever smile then? Because history is a lie, and so are its deaths. The present moment and life are the hardcore. The hardcore expels death. Or maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just really ecstatic about the beats.
I'm thinking maybe the smiling dead guy is a symbol for communism. It's also dead, but doesn't care.
Yeah, that interpretation holds.
Hell yeah. Alright, I think we've exhausted the
I
subject.
guess one could write an entire treatise on the thing. But what for?
What about now? Are the signs alright now?
Nah. Still strongly out of sync. Stage gamma disalignment.
What?
You heard me.
Tell me about the machines you saw in the church.
Weird stuff. Specialised. There was a data processor and some sort of long-wave machinery. Wires going into water. Gives off a spy sign. Or some fucked up Samaran science sign. You know, The kind that goes head first into the supernatural.
What's wrong with the supernatural?
Nothing's wrong with it. You should definitely be researched. You can still do sick shit with it though.
The sickest. That's perhaps why it should be researched.
The supernatural. So you think it's real, that it actually exists?
Most of it doesn't exist. But there's also stuff that isn't allowed to exist. Because the moralists think it's too dangerous for the plebs. Psionic powers, pale-related diseases, pretenders pretending to be human, folk rights, that kind of stuff.
Why are you called Noid? Noided!
The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment.
It's not easy to reach a harmonic resonance of signs without some adjustment.
Does this mean we need sign matching?
Yes, further sign matching would do good for us.
Oh, I need
One way
sync
to
my
achieve
sign.
this would be by getting us into the church.
Well, fair enough. Gotta sync my signs with this guy. I talked
The
to you
young
again.
man with the tape recorder acknowledges your return. When he looks at you, he squints as though you were the setting sun.
This is hardcore.
Is it?
It's hardcore!
You just... I don't know what to say to that.
Skibber-dee, skibber-danger. I am the rearranger.
This guy is the greatest. Skibba-dee, skibba-danger, I am the rearranger. Alright, gotta get out of this tent. I'm having too much fun. Who are you? The girl of the group.
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
You making music concrete out here?
Oh, hello there.
She must be Estelle, the last of the speed freaks, posse. It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing. Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
You must be a cell.
That's my name. I take it you have met the others. Did they tell you about the church and the club thing?
They did?
Will you help us?
I'll help
Great.
you alright.
Let us know if there's any progress, will ya? We've been waiting for weeks here.
Dear child, it's freezing. Where's your hat?
Huh?
You said you should have a hat on.
So should you.
I have a hat on. I should and I do.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
It's nice. You should wear one too.
Yeah, well... Look, man, fuck the hat.
Is that kind of language really necessary?
I'm sorry I said fuck the hat. I was concentrating on something else. My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me.
The others told me you went inside the church. What did you see in there?
Oh, that. You're not gonna believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
She's less prone to blurt it out, crab man, than the others.
We'll see. Go ahead and tell me.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother, you know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still.
Go on.
And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall. Upside down like a crab, down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent. He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
Well, that's creepy as shit.
Like a crab, you say?
Yeah, Crabman. What did this Crabman look like?
It was too dark. I couldn't tell exactly.
You were wrong. I do believe you.
Why?
Seems too ludicrous for a lie.
I guess so. Anyway, what else?
I'd like to know more about your
My
associates.
associate? I haven't got much to say about them.
What do you mean? You must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
To the cops.
What about you? Tell me something about yourself.
Me? I'm a silver bird.
A silver bird.
High above and to the east, the cold winds blow over the feathers of an early songbird. She lands on the stone ledge of a tall building, her beak a silvery grey.
Aha, okay. Maybe I'll ask later about all
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but
What's that device you
this,
have
It's a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
This game has mentioned both music concrete and field recordings. I suspect that the writer of this game is really into obscure music. I mean, aside from it being a disco game.
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till
Not
the
that
braiding
disco
came
is
loose.
obscure,
The
but
wire
it's-
leads to a contact microphone.
I know what a contact microphone is, but I'll humor you all by asking.
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Nice. You could maybe bug someone with it. Wiretapping.
How does that thing work?
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
Very early into me making my own music, I had tried making some ambient stuff, and I was recommended to get a contact mic because they're only like $2 or something like that. And I was told, like, put it on a cave wall and just let it collect vibrations and you'll have some dank ambient music. Where did you get the mic from?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Palaceum.
What's the Palaceum?
Oh man, you haven't been to the Palaceum? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole. It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
Thinking about it really cheers her up. It's a long way from here, though.
Who's this Arno guy? Is this Brian Eno?
Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Palaceum going kind of person.
I get down.
I don't know what that means.
I grind.
I don't know what that means either.
Nor do I, but I have concrete evidence that I rock in the form of a wrecked tape player in a completely trashed hostel room.
That's cool.
You're right, time has deserted me.
Sucks, man. Was there something else? About
Actually,
the contact mic, perhaps?
I had some non-mic questions for
Okay.
you. What are you doing out here in the cold?
Recording, I guess.
And what is it you're recording exactly?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
What happened to the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
What for? Which one's your boyfriend?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
Everything checks out, sire.
And what are these recordings for? The cracks, the footsteps?
The musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
Just not.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway. I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
She looks at the recording device. The thing she thought would fill her hours with joy and escape. It's turning out to be an empty fantasy.
I know this feeling.
She feels childish. Very useless all of a sudden.
This is just what getting into making music is like. You'll be fine.
Take this, your code.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
Now, this is where a hat would come in handy. Give her your hat. Here, you need this more than I do. You said it's supposed to be a music place. Did you mean the one Andres got playing at the church? Or I had some other questions. Give her my hat.
Thanks.
Hey. You said it's supposed to be a music place. Did you mean the one Andres
Yeah,
got playing?
the boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something. Stupid. It's really not gonna be a Palaceum, that's for sure.
The boys?
Yeah, Andre and the guys, inside the tent.
And why is that?
Why are you freezing out here while the boys are inside?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
Stuff like what?
Didn't you see it yourself? It's mostly music stuff. Like this tape recorder, but bigger.
Why not just leave some of it outside so you don't have to freeze?
That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold.
Well, this doesn't seem like the best relationship.
Go ahead.
The tape recorder lies on the ice like a discarded toy. Pick it up. Let's go for it.
The device is still warm from her touch and heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo Omicron adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands.
I'm sorry you have to sit here on the ice feeling miserable, at your age or at any age in this weather, waiting for it to get dark.
She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup.
The people who built this world intended for it to be better for you, but they failed. It is easier to live in their failure with this by your side. Tap on the tape recorder.
The wind howls. She remains silent. It's real. Tell her.
This is the closest I have ever felt to the character I play in this game. It is not a childish fantasy. It can be a real weapon against what's coming for you now.
What is?
The dark.
I know. I'll stick to it.
Something changes between you two. She looks at you differently now. As an equal. A fellow human being.
So thanks, I guess, for the psych session. Maybe I can return it. What's been eating you, officer?
You said eating me? There's nothing eating me.
Come on, I can tell. But, okay. Be a boyadero about it if you want to.
I guess there is something that's been making my life hell.
What is it?
I think it's the plight of the working class. Everyone's just mooching off the entrepreneurial class, shackling the doers. I think it's all these foreign people taking our jobs, or people just keep putting their selfish interests ahead of the greater good. It seems like kind of the same thing as the first one. Do I want to click that or this? I know I get extra experience points for being more communist, but the last one's more realistic.
Really?
Yeah, no one understands that sometimes you gotta make sacrifices for the sake of progress. It's all very distressing. That's not really what I meant, but...
So, the thing that's been eating you is the slow pace of social progress?
No, that's probably not it, is it?
No. It sounds like you just got chick issues.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, I found these letters I'd thrown in the trash. They might have something to do with it.
Okay. Why'd you think that?
First, they just had the faintest scent of chewing gum on them. I could still smell it under the shit. They were written in a woman's hand, and oh boy, did reading them make me not feel good. Yeah.
There you have it then. Chick trouble. Not political after all. Who was she?
That's such a good line. I don't remember.
Really? You seem to be pretty upset about this chica. Are you sure you don't remember anything about her?
I remember her scent, and that's all.
Wow, man. That's some pretty strange shit. Are you sure the letters were for you?
Yeah, I'm sure. Why would I have reacted so strongly otherwise?
How come you don't remember, though? Is it like some selective memory thing?
Wait, what do you mean by selective memory?
Man, when I get hurt, I just want to forget that shit, you know? That kind of selective memory.
I think it's more about me getting so unbelievably drunk I completely erased all memory of this world.
Yeah, or it might be that. This one time I did so much booze that I forgot too.
It's obvious she's done more than booze.
Or it might just be some psych bullshit, you know? Königstein wank.
What is this Königstein wank?
You know, the psych thing they've got going on there. Rich people like it. People in Königstein are mostly rich.
Thanks for the bullshit psych thing then.
You're welcome. Might be for the best to keep that shit forgotten though. Just my opinion. If it itches, don't scratch.
Yes, but it itches really, really bad.
Tell me more about this music place you've been planning.
It's supposed to become like a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum. Except that, yeah.
She nods at the old wooden church up on the poles. As a mean wind comes bellowing in, the 6-story structure lets out a doleful shriek.
The floorboards are twisting, and the shooting beams are slowly cracking, like bones. Far east of the Golden Delta, beyond the industrial port, there is a black patch of unlit coast with the smallest creatures on the ice. There will never be a club for anodic music here.
Not likely.
Not in a million years.
What is anodic dance music?
You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments.
Electronic instruments like what?
Synthesizers and tape consoles. Microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
You see clear, beautiful, violent flashes of light. Light cutting through a smoke-filled darkness. That is what the future will look like, if it ever comes. This is an evolutionary step up from amplified instruments, which in turn are a step up from acoustic instruments. What comes after it, you wonder? A black-tinted nothingness, or something finer?
Enough about the church then.
Go ahead.
That's it.
Okay, bye.
She ever gonna put that hat on?
What's
though?
this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
You must be mistaken. I'm a real radical.
Of course, a radical centrist.
Oh no.
In these bright and loud times where 1,000 frequencies drown one another out, sober thinking is a radical act. It's time to become a citizen of the kingdom of conscience.
First, where is this kingdom of conscience?
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
How do you bring about these circumstances?
Incrementally.
Oh no.
History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place. Too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment.
What about all the things that are wrong now?
Tisk tisk. Just because you live in the present doesn't mean you have the right to place your needs above the needs of the future.
The future's not real.
You may never live to see the kingdom of conscience. Your children may not. Even your grandchildren might not. But that's no excuse not to keep working. What benevolence.
Wait, is the kingdom of conscience really about doing things or just preserving the status quo?
Do you believe the status quo is preferable to chaos and bloodshed?
That's such a way of putting it. The status quo for me would be preferable to chaos and bloodshed for me. Let's go with yes.
There you have it. Sometimes holding the line is progress.
Okay, but what's the kingdom of conscience actually like?
The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, and even more difficult to describe, partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The kingdom of conscience is post-capitalist, post-national. It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
That seems fine. I still want to live for the present, though.
What you want is immaterial. The kingdom of conscience is coming, whether you like it or not. Only very slowly.
I don't know about that one, Chief. Alright. It really looks like she's playing with a toy train. Okay. Need to put on a new hat. Or an old hat, I guess. +1 encyclopedia, +1 reaction speed, -1 rhetoric, +1 logic, -1 suggestion. I guess we'll go back to the goofy hat. Doesn't really match my... Like, this would match better, though. Yeah, that looks more... It just looks more correct. In fact, what do my shoes give me? And +1 to indirect modes of taxation. Let's get rid of those. Let's add some more composure. My sunglasses. -1 perception, +1 inland empire. These have +2 encyclopedia, -1 perception. These have +1 savoir faire, -1 visual calculus. Definitely don't want that. These ones +1 logic, -1 authority. No, I think I like the inland empire boost. What do my pants give? Electrochemistry, Kingdom of Conscience. Electrochemistry also. That's why I've been getting so much electrochemistry. I've been wearing the pants. Let's try the Kingdom of Conscience pants. I don't really know what Kingdom of Conscience is, but it doesn't seem to be a stat. Then my undershirt, which is not even visible right now, physical instrument +1, could have even more conceptualization. Why didn't I realize that was possible? Although I've got a -2 physical instrument right now. What is reducing my physical instrument so much? Is it the tie? It's the tie. But it gives me more shivers, and I'm okay with that. Oops. What did I... Ow. Okay. I don't really need to be carrying cigarettes. Didn't realize I had those in my hand. Bullets. I don't even have a gun.
These are some wonderfully regular pants. Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party.
Oops, it's a fashion faux pas. Discard the thought, add the pants, or I like regular normal things. Neither of these options make sense. I put on the pants so I could wear the pants. I didn't want them because they're regular. I wanted them for the stats. Remember to save. Yeah, that's a good point. Especially because I'm close to death. Sure, I like regular normal things.
I know you do. These inter-Isolari pants are like wearing a perfect compromise in your nether regions. No one will call the moral intern on you like this. That's for sure. You're a little more moralist now, buddy. A little more normal. Even if you didn't want to be. Makes sense. This is what wearing boring office trousers does to you.
No! I didn't realize that's what the Kingdom of Conscience was. No, I don't need that then. I'm fine with the electrochemistry. I'd rather lose savoir-faire than reaction speed. I'm on the back end of the church. It's funny that I missed all those people down there when I was up here before. Can I lower this drawbridge?
A pane of Eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
What is
It
this?
looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
Yeah, why not? Doesn't seem like a huge shortcut or anything, but...
Winter, slow to let go of Rivershore. Flecks some more wet snow from above.
Look around you.
The snow falls lazily, making the beach sand paler still, mixing with the rust-colored sewage runoff. And to think, it seemed as though it were already spring.
How does it feel?
The melting snow seeps through your thin clothes. Grandmothers don't let their grandchildren out dressed so lightly in this weather. At least your hair is protected from getting wet and sticking together. You look around.
Hold on. Before I end up using a bunch of time here, I did want to buy another thought spot. Now, what do I want? Do I want to think about my armor? Do I want to think about the 15th Indo tribe? Do I want to think about Wompty Dompty Dom Center? The Koldamamadakwa actual art degree. Oh, I didn't realize I hadn't actually started on this path yet. Do I want to become the art cop? Perception -1, can't even look at this shit. Head in the clouds, still seems unlikely. Little guy gets farther and farther away. Oh yeah, this one's interesting. Some of these, the research time is shorter than others. Cold Mamadakwa takes 7 hours. This one only takes 42 minutes. 5 hours. 3 hours 30. I feel like this could come in handy. So many fucking thoughts in this game. Hard move. Yeah, let's learn about the armor. I'm curious if it'll come in handy. Alright, what's in the west?
More winding coastlines lined with abandoned buildings, crumbling piers, salt water lapping at their dark piles, grey and red forgotten city blocks, what remains of the pre-revolutionary effort to gentrify the coast.
Yeah, beyond that?
The waters turn black, coal city in the shadow of San Martin, a boom town. Back when coal extracted from countless shafts near the city was needed to power Revachol. No more. The coal was supplanted by petroleum from the ocean floor and hydropower from the Esperance. Everything crumbled. These days, only the weakest remain in Coal City. Their hopes of getting rich linger in the defunct shafts under their feet.
You think I have another skill point? Do I really? Oh shit. Let's unlock another thought then. And let's do the fucking Wompty Dompty Dom Center, because it won't take very long.
Below the old mines, L'Océan Municipal, Revachol's underground cemetery. Le Petit Rat braved the underground passageways, trying to get to Le Royaume.
Le Royaume.
Where the Philippian kings were interred, with their doctors and their admirals. Mausoleums, burial chambers, leaf gold still remains on the double door of the morning.
Le Petit Rat.
Children under 14, they go underground looking for artifacts to sell to foreign museums. And for fabled relics, their parents let them. They go deeper.
Deeper.
After rubies, melchiorite, lapis lazuli, plundered from Safle and Seol during the time of the suzerain. In the burial chambers of the kings, Grand Old Philip, Guillaume II, and even in the mausoleum of Philip the Opulent. 2 kilometers underground, in a winding shaft along whose walls mirrors have been placed, so that daylight may eternally fall upon the richest of all the kings. The mausoleum contains untold quantities of gold, and that special, purest of the pure magenta cocaine, favored by Revacholian royalty. Few Petit Rat return from the shafts. Even fewer find what they're looking for. A small child steps out of the black tunnel with silver trinkets in her pockets. All around her, white snow on the extinguished coke furnaces and on the weather-worn shacks where fathers beat their sons after drinking. The snow melts on your fingers, turning to water.
What's in the east?
The canal you crossed to get here and beyond it. Martinez proper, the district the police forgot to police. There is laughter, lights, attempts at entrepreneurial activity, cynicism. Someone is scraping snow off their windshield at the roundabout, in the midst of which a statue of Philip III serves as a destination for grade school field trips and a fine perch for winter birds. Like all monuments, it's also a warning. 6-story ruins on the south side of the roundabout cast a long shadow over the profligate king. A fenced-off yard. There's a truck belonging to a logistics company parked next to the gate. Bright light from a building behind the fence reflects off its hood. Clean white light coming from the windows of a clean cube-shaped office building hidden amidst ruins. A secret.
What's in the north?
The abandoned church, one of 2 remaining stave churches, which were collectively called Les Sept Sœurs. The other 6 sisters were destroyed during the Revolution. A serpentine strip of land weaving its way into the Martinez Inlet. Unfortunates on the run from the law, from themselves, sometimes hide out on nearby islets. Little dots in the ocean that are occasionally submerged when the tide is high and the weather foul. The remains of a camp on a jagged piece of rock, a tent, old dishes and cutlery, long since abandoned. A hermit crab scuttles among the debris, looking for a new shell. Further out, the lights burn bright on Resurrection. Way beyond Martinez, a popular spa destination for ample-bodied Ozon kids with equally ample pockets.
And on the other side of the inlet?
Then there's Ozon, but the snow falls too thick. You cannot see that far. The Bay of Revachol, vastness, great depth, over 1,200 meters at its deepest. Water, air brinier than here. It is crisscrossed by huge cargo ships bearing company logos. Wild pines, Zam, Morian.
1 second. Because I live on a deep-ass bay. The Chesapeake Bay that I live on has a maximum depth of 21 feet. This bay has a depth of 1,200 meters. That is a deep fucking bay.
And at the farthest reaches of the Bay of Revachol, the shadow of the Coalition warship Archer, on perpetual patrol duty, ready to unleash artillery fire if you were to rise up against the market. You shudder. The raised motorway, 881, separating Martinez from Jamrock. Vehicles whoosh past one another day and night, while those who reside in the labyrinthine alleyways beneath the motorway attempt to carry on with their lives in the snow and the slush. And south of the 881 is the Pox. Was once a park, a place for reflection and recuperation for the patients of the old military hospital. In the 20s, it was used as a quarantine center during a measles outbreak that killed many children. Most everyone has avoided the hospital and surrounding park ever since. The Pox is completely wild now. Evergreen thickets covered in snow and industrial dust. Feral dogs and even wolves roaming in packs. The police try to keep the deepest corners cordoned off. Heavy drug users do slip through and hole up in the old military hospital, hoping to find something to get high on among the hastily abandoned supplies, or just to overdose in peace. A line of motor garages with armored carapaces hunched in the cold. A mechanic is hard at work, patching up bullet holes in the side of a Capri 40. These are the garages of Precinct 41. Snow settles on the roof of the repurposed silk mill. It serves as your station. Shivering RCM personnel hurry in and out of the main entrance. Around you, the snow continues to fall. To the west, the ocean swells.
No, it was home. I want more.
The stairs descend to central Jamrock. A man named Cooklove has a snow-covered stall there in the market across the bridge. He sells kebab infested with fly larvae to your colleagues who believe eating it will make them immune to food poisoning. Snow falls on the utility district, the library, the florist, the Sarah Mauritian restaurant that offers homemade wine, and also on the brothels and drug dens, and the chop shops of the Zemlyaki. All of this built around a lake that formed in a meteorite strike.
Hey,
At the
like Crater
center
Lake.
of this lake, there is a little
I had
ship.
thought about looking
There
up
are
that
lights
depth
at the
too.
bottom of its hull. They are lights directed toward the seafloor, looking for something, like whiskers.
Crater Lake's maximum measured depth is 594 meters, which is pretty fucking deep. But still, not even half of how deep the Revachol Bay is. That is such a deep bay.
A chill comes over you, crawling down your back. The sand under your feet is wet. Somewhere in the south, tarpaulin flap in the wind.
What's above?
More Coalition aerostatics. Occasionally, lights flash as they maneuver through the falling snow. One large airship carries crates in its belly.
What's below?
Layer upon layer of sand, poisoned with industrial runoff. The storm drainage, hidden bunkers. Rats scuttle.
Tell me a secrets of the sand winds.
Someone stuffed a big old polar anorak into a concrete pipe under the boardwalk. It would keep you warm. You would probably never happen across it. But who knows?
Stomp your feet for warmth, brushing off the snow.
We should keep moving. Who knows when the snow will let up?
Shivers rules. Alright, let's try to get into this fucking church.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice. The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open.
Motherfuckers in 2026 will hear 1,200 meters deep and be like, it's not that deep, bro. That's pretty funny.
Feels like electricity and a very small
Curious.
piece of nothingness.
What is the deepest bay on Earth? The Bay of Bengal is the largest and one of the deepest bays on Earth, boasting a maximum depth of roughly 4,694 meters. An average depth of 2,600 meters. It covers a surface of about 2,600,000 square kilometers. Holds the title for the largest geographic bay. Several other notable bays and natural formations have extreme depths, like the Tom Ja Blue Hole, located in Chetumal Bay off the coast of the Yucatan Peninsula of the Caribbean. Recognized as the deepest known blue hole on Earth, dropping to a verified depth of over 420 meters. And the deepest natural harbors. If you're looking for deep anchorage spots, Cam Ranh Bay in Vietnam features outer depths reaching up to 50 meters, while Sydney Harbor in Australia has maximum channel depth of 60 meters. So the Bay of Bengal is tremendously deep. Let me look up where that is. Bay of Bengal. Okay, it is the big ass bay that is between India and like the rest of the Asian continent. That's one deep bay. Total opposite of Michael Bay, one of the shallower bays out there. Ugh. Okay.
Let's go.
A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum. In the heart of the city.
In the heart of the city, in the heart of the city, there is a building that looks down over all there is. And the man in the tower controls it all. Whoa. Wasn't expecting art. That was a cool fucking shot. Has this game ever done something like that before? A strange stillness fills you as you look ahead. You should walk here, not run. I mean, whatever, I'm gonna use the double click. This grotesque wooden figure looks half finished. Feels like it's trying to become one with the church. This figure was added later. It's not part of the original church. Will I get punished by God if I run? More of the forked lightning pattern you saw outside. Bark beetles? No, it looks intentional. Some long forgotten style. The blackboard is filled with complex equations. They look recent. Something to do with radio frequencies? The bowl is filled with water. A live wire runs directly into it. Oh yeah, could these wires work as contact microphones? Trippy.
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Wait, I think I still hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums, you can hardly hear your own breathing.
Yell as loud as you can or stomp your feet and clap your hands. Let's do the second one.
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
Yell.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers.
Kim, what's happening?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
Can you hear anything?
Almost nothing, and it's beginning to worry me.
The church just has strange acoustics, some engineering trick.
That sounds like your guess.
His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable he is. Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing on its premises.
Whatever it is, it's definitely real. Something odd is happening around
The
us.
lieutenant doesn't reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you.
Look up into the bell tower.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
Try to see beyond the shadows. Oh. Utter failure. Where the fuck is the crab man?
Just darkness without end. It makes your head spin.
What's the darkness like?
Filled with vague shapes of woodwork, the sense of a great height.
Try to make out something. Anything.
There's nothing. You're dizzy and disoriented as you see dark and more dark rising.
Officer, what are you looking at?
Blink. Uh-oh. It's the crab man! It's
You
the
see
crab
something
man!
hanging from the rafters,
Crab
looking straight at you
man!
with dark eyes.
Pretty sure that's just Spider-Man, actually.
Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
Talk to the crab man.
Is that a man? Looks more like part of the carpentry of the building came alive and is now studying you intently. The crab man.
Yes. Hey, who's there?
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes.
Huh.
But don't worry. Everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
The right place for what?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing, too. It's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality. Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
I'm a policeman. I need to talk to you about police things.
Oh yeah, sure. You don't know anything about alcohol use. You got it all under control, Way. I could smell the control all the way over here.
Okay, fine, I'm struggling, but I don't need you to lecture me. I know what I need to do.
Not all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc Albino is wrecking on your mind and your spirit. Necesita parar, homie.
But drinking fun and good.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
If the lieutenant agrees, then maybe, just maybe, you should pay attention.
Fuck you, Crabman! You don't tell us what to do! Tell
I'm not
him.
even wearing you, horrific necktie. I could either say, for some reason, I feel like you have a point there. Who do you think you are? Some crazy guy under the roof? What is this shit? You know, alcohol is central to my identity. If I wouldn't drink, I just wouldn't be me. This is stupid. I don't even know what this is. That's all well and good, but we need to talk about the unlicensed occupation of ecclesiastic property. For some reason, I feel like you have a point.
Don't
there.
trust me. Trust the
I
mother.
got a thought.
I'm only the messenger, Holmes.
There's this new thought. It has been brought to your attention that you're an alcoholic and that it's a sickness and it's killing you. You're crawling on your knees through life, your booze-filled belly dragging on the ground, your brain now fuzzy, now in overdrive, your hair sticking together with today's cold sweat and yesterday's vomit. Perhaps they're right. Anything is better than this, even bone-dry reality itself. Maybe you can quit. I quit smoking. Maybe I could quit drinking. Not today, though. Not with these beers sitting next to me. How many beers are there here? 5 beers. I probably won't drink any of those beers today, actually. Well, I don't know. I've got half a bottle of Grey Goose over there. Does Bird still have any? I think Bird might have drank all the whiskey he had bought that we had on Whams. We'll see what happens.
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
Definitely not going to start drinking at 2 p.m. though.
You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Is he just trying to throw you off your game? Whatever it is, he's quite confident about it. Just look how gracefully he sways.
You must be the crab man.
Never known myself to be a crab. But if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
To be fair, it's really more like a spider.
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
What were you before you became a crab man?
I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
So many people losing their memory, a certain portent of doom. I lost my memory too and it haunts me. I lost my memory too, but I like it. It's like I get to create a whole new me, start again from scratch. Yeah.
That's not really the point, I say. You gotta give yourself over to service. Service of the mother, that is.
Who's mom?
Do you remember your name, sir?
Tiago's my name. But those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellows, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
My name's Harry. Extend your hand for a greeting, but he's in the rafters. My name sets me apart from my fellows. How often do you meet a Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau? My name's Harry Dubois, and my place in the world is a Lieutenant W. Freighter. I don't do names either. Names are out. I don't care what mine is yet.
That's not quite right. But you're getting somewhere. Any one of us could have been anything else. We are all one who sing the mother's glory.
What are you doing here?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there, a way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration. I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
Who's this mother of silence you keep talking about?
That's no simple question, I said. She is one who can be painted or sculpted. She is a cavity in the dark, beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will.
I was always under the impression that Holmes is spelled with an L. What will happen once you drink from this perforation?
I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
That sounds a bit like substitution behavior, no? You know a thing or two about that.
You sure you didn't just switch one drug for another?
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
Faith is a kind of drug.
I heard that before, Way. And I know I can't convince you on the spot. But think, when's the last time you woke up from silent communion with a hangover, regretting what you did last night?
Oh, I'm sure some people do.
There are drugs darker than alcohol circling your system.
I think love might have been my drug of choice, and I think I'm still hungover from it.
She took you for a good spin, huh? Don't worry, bro. That love is but a drop compared to the ocean of the mother's love. The mother will eat all of you and never spit you out.
Let's agree to disagree.
I know it will take time. Don't sweat it.
I still don't understand what you're doing in the
I'm
church.
a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
Can you sing for me? Sing me some.
I ain't from no Mariette, if that's what you're thinking. And the song I sing is silent as the mother.
He lost his cool there for a moment. Seems you hit some nerve.
Yeah, he probably sucks at singing. How'd you even find this place, this church?
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, eh? I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
Doesn't really make sense for you to sing if she's the mother of silence.
I don't mean literal singing, Holmes. This is the mother of silence we're talking about. It's the singing of a burning heart. You may be thinking, but fire crackles. No, Holmes. That's the material that's burning. The flames themselves are without sound.
Okay, right.
The sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
You've been here a long time. Do you know why the church was abandoned?
Police raid a while back.
Did you witness it?
Not really. Or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
Some ravers want to turn this place into a
The
nightclub.
ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Probably scared of me.
Do they have a reason to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway.
So what do you think about the nightclub?
Why not? They wouldn't
Hell
bother
yeah.
me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go.
Well, we'll test that.
Might even be nice to have some company.
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
Do you know where the other spooker is?
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
Okay. Let's see if we can translate that real quick. Esa viejita muy estudiosa. Looks like those are lyrics to a song. In English. That very studious little old lady. Huh.
Viejita is grandma?
Wait, so there is another person living in the church and it's a viejita?
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
Somebody was described as dressing like they're a grandma, right? Earlier? And you don't know where she is?
That's what I said, Holmes.
How can you not know that when you both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
So you got nothing else to tell me? How she looks, what she does, who
I'm
she's...
afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or
search through her radio computer.
Alright then.
other spook.
Viejita is...
You just have to wait until she...
search
Well,
Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center. You're at home, stupid cop. Not with the art crowd. You hate them. Everyone hates them. Even they hate themselves. It's nauseating. An industry built on sprezzatura and sparkling wine. And, let's be honest, tax evasion schemes. The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center is the heart of this unholy symbiosis of aesthetics and tax optimization. And now that you've internalized it, you can have a piece too.
Encyclopedia passives give 10 XP and 2 real. -2 suggestion for being a pretentious wanker. Well, that one might not be worth holding on to. What are all the other bonuses I've got? 1 XP for every orb clicked. I like that one. Suicide of Krasmazov give me +1 rhetoric. And white check failures heal morale. Yeah, that one's cool. Left-wing dialogue options give +4 EXP. Visual calculus -1 and authority -1. That one seems kind of shit, actually. Aside from the bonus XP, but it's not even that much. +3 shivers is important. Learning cap for perception raised to 5. Speed gives 1 PSI. That one also doesn't seem that helpful to me. This one's more helpful than either of those two. Let's go ahead and forget communism, right? Oh, you have to use a point just to forget? Do I have to then use another point to remember something else, to learn a new thing? Well, fuck. I was thinking I could just forget something and then learn something else, but it seems not. A cracked pane of glass, colorful. Frost has drawn flowers on the glass, obscuring the view. A spider has spun its web around this wood-carved pillar. Portable Harman Waushi tape recorder. Cold wind blows in from the broken gallery, makes your skin crawl. Someone's siphoning electrical current from outside into this antenna. 2 decks of reel-to-reel tape spinning on empty.
In white, silver, and apricot faience, the young mother of humanism stands above you.
Oh no.
A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad, a dark and radiant majesty. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel.
No.
Cold wind seeps in from the crack in the glass. Snowdrifts cover the floorboards at your feet. Above, you feel her multicolored eyes on you, inspecting you, as if under a microscope.
No.
As that bitter thought passes through your head, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder with 3 fingers.
I'm not doing that cross
Good
either.
call. She left us all in the shits. Don't give her a single thing. Just stand there in the apricot-colored light of the window,
How did I
secretly
know this
grinding
is the
your
mother
teeth.
of humans?
The woman smiles her. Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. The innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived. No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men.
Wait, what exactly is an innocence? I've heard of the system.
The highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world spirit.
A tyrant?
In a way, an innocence is elected to office by the founding party, a precedent that has taken place a mere 6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system of the Real Belt is built from the ground up to accommodate an authentic rule should it coincide with our time. An innocence is infallible. The decisions made by one are not decisions. They are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyway? Only accelerated, packed into decades instead of centuries. An innocence is a continuous, compressed event, a sacred human being. It is an honor and a glory to live when one is in office.
Is one in office now?
No, we are alone.
Good. When did she rule?
300 years ago, in the wake of the discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, by explorers from the continent of Muindi. She is, among other things, the innocence of inter-isolary travel and the connected world.
What else do I know about her?
Many things. You know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually the principal advisor to Irene La Navigateur, Queen of Suresnes, modern-day Sir La Clé. Also that she was gorgeous beyond beauty, draped in ancient sadness. Are you sure you want to remember this bit of historic trivia? Standing under a long, slender form like this, dwarfed?
Where is this coming from?
The past. It's a silo of sadness, fermenting. You should keep away. No, you must know.
Okay, what else? Was she smart?
Terribly. Women of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. A simple grasp in matters of philosophy, theology, and science was encouraged. She was, by all means, a kept woman. She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court, a court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state. A scalpel, a piercing gaze. She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all fell in love with her, head over heels. Even before she was declared an innocence, her influence was tremendous.
How come?
It was on her advice that Irene La Navigateur sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale. A costly, often tragic endeavor, ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world, the piece of reality you're standing on. She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion what is widely considered the greatest era in history. The DeLorean era.
Wow.
Wow indeed. When her innocence was declared, and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her, she was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest.
That sounds wrong.
Bystanders reported golden filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around her, clearly visible beneath her dress. That is why the lungs are the symbol of love for the cultures of the Real Belt.
I want more.
As did we all. The lands of the Mes and the Occident, and even faraway Supramuindi. Altogether, 21 of the 40 Mundial nations of the time immediately accepted Innocentick rule, even before her crowning.
Crown.
In a city called Advesperaskit, in Vesper Messina, her homeland. The name of the city means evening comes, but it happened on a winter's morning, with the canals frozen and slush falling out of the sky. She was dressed in a white and pearl dress on an emptied-out plaza with the crowd far away. Already, her Theriers, the secret servicemen of the Innocents, were worried about an assassination attempt.
She must have been beautiful, or I don't care how she looked. I don't care. It doesn't hurt me.
Oh, she was insultingly beautiful. She was humanity's young mother, a perfect mother. It was as if her face and shoulders and hands were covered in a soft down of underfeathers. You know this well, very well.
I see Waposa on the Twitch. I feel like I haven't seen that name in forever. Welcome back.
Midwinter snow was beating the cobblestones around her. A small attaché of officials stood by as her Theriers placed a white gold wreath on her head. The crowning was mostly witnessed by Secret Servicemen.
Then what?
One of the men in this Secret Service killed her 22 years later. A young man who had come to suspect that Dolores Day was not entirely human. but something else.
I mean, she got glowing lungs, so what?
Something that had walked in our midst, watching us stumble for hundreds, if not thousands of years, until it decided to interfere in the course of our history. We were supposed to come up with this ourselves. The man was reported to have screamed at the innocents. Dolores Day was shot in the chest with a fowling piece 8 times. The man, thought to be insane, said he once touched her and her body had been unnaturally warm, like a furnace, and that sometimes, while on duty, he observed her forgetting to breathe for over 10 minutes. This inhuman quality was witnessed by many others as well, glowing lungs and all. It is commonly attributed to mass hysteria and religious psychology.
Was there something terrifying about her?
Terrifying is a term too emotionally charged for your semantic memory, or what remains of it. But terrifying, it's a simple word. She was bad for humanity, and you shouldn't have started thinking about her.
No, there was something bad about her. I want to know.
You already do. Although she is often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live, there was something ominous about Dolores Day, constantly surrounded by her terriers. She was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaigns she waged against the Mesk state. And then there were the resettlement programs.
What happened?
The Mesk state tried to detach itself from innocentic rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerating into secularism. Her mandatory education programs and mass resettlement of upstream Marguerite were problematic as well. Dissenters were suppressed by a military force she called the Army of Humanity, suggesting those who fight against it are not part of humanity. She adored chess, yes, but also military war games. Dolores Day often holds a tiny tin soldier between her index finger and thumb in icons such as this. She was also blonde, the blondest woman you have ever seen, with green eyes the color of the Pacentic, mare interregnum. Little is known of her Marchese husband. It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Dolores Day to court. In conclusion, yes, there is something lonely, paranoid, and even terrifying that people seldom mention, but feel when they think of her. This subtle terror is part of her iconography.
Well,
Lieutenant Yefrater, you've stood there for over 5 minutes. What are you thinking of, if I may ask?
she's somehow connected to the case. Glowing lungs, that's fucked up. Why did we tolerate this bourgeoisie woman that long before we shot her? Nothing, just looking around. She's beautiful, she's not human, or yell war criminal. Glowing lungs, that's fucked up.
Yes, glowing lungs are quite unusual. After that one time, they have not been reported to glow. You know, this church, the coast, we shouldn't linger. Finish what you came here to do and let's move on. This isn't a good place to get lost in.
Let's try to reconstruct the cracked glass.
The shards glimmer in the dark. You see little pearls of light on the edges of the crack that splits the female figure. Something was written there. Remains of broken letters line the emulsion. What it said, you do not know.
This is Dolores Day.
The old woman in the village was right. This must be the Dolorian Church of Humanity in Martinez, or the small Pinewood Church in some records.
You knew of the place?
It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Revachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers.
What else do you know?
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Sœurs, they call them. The 7 Sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find anything connected to the lynching here. Something else, perhaps?
Respectful? Is the lieutenant a follower of Delorianism? There it is again. A small pang of guilt. It's time to ask him what happened here.
Do you know why it was abandoned?
I have a theory, yes. There was a police raid a while back. I heard the place was shot to pieces. The old woman in the village was being tactful with us when she didn't mention it. She has more respect for the RCM than many around here.
Who conducted this raid?
Well, your station was involved, I hear. Although I can't be sure.
How come the lieutenant isn't sure? Is this confidential information?
You're not sure.
3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say Precinct 41 was one of them.
I guess I could have been there.
I'm sorry, I'm not saying you were. It was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything about it, why it was conducted, or who participated. I try not to pry into extra-district matters.
If I was here, I should find out what I was doing.
Good luck. You will not get information on a confidential operation from your station secretary just by calling. If you really don't remember, it might be better to keep this one forgotten. It happened a while ago. It's unimportant to our business in Martinez now.
Kim, are you a follower of DeLoreanism?
Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. The laws we enforce are DeLorean in origin.
Stroke your chin.
The woman looks by in silence, smiling enigmatically.
I didn't think you were spiritual.
It's not spiritual, it's constitutional. The DeLorean system does not demand faith, only accordance.
Well, that was interesting. While Posta asked how am I liking Elysium so far, I've seen it here and there. It looks intriguing. It is definitely intriguing. It's pretty cool. I like it. I gotta go to the bathroom, so I'm quick save and go do that. I don't know if it's the music, or that I hadn't gone to the bathroom, or that story just was the way it was. I felt myself really starting to dissociate for a bit during that, where like I thought I was gonna pass out. Like several times, I was like, my consciousness was like blinking out, and I was like, "Fuck, I need to get up as soon as the scene is over." Hello, Nia Estelise.
Hey. Her Innocence Dolores Day liked little figurines, right? Liked holding little men between her fingers, remember?
What?
You have the Headless Fallen Rider figurine. You should give it to her. Win her back.
What? Win who back? I can't win her back. She's a long dead historical figure.
Don't be so pessimistic. Love doesn't die that easily. This isn't funny. You have a bad feeling about this one.
I should, yes. This is a task of mine now.
So very, very, very nifty. Nifty and mysterious. This is surely what the figurines are for.
I would, think so. I had a similar thought.
The mother of humanism stands above you. A precious and complex wax painting. honest.
Looks
Why?
like I can't give this figurine to her because she's a stained glass window.
That does seem to be a problem. Maybe you meant something else?
Like what? Is the task still on?
I don't know. What are we thinking of? Part of your mind has gone on to other things already. Only a strange little sadness remains. The mother of humanism towers above you.
Okay.
A
well,
wax painting on...
That was an odd one.
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
Those are some trippy noises.
A radio computer. And it's turned on.
These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks. Alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
Yeah, but what is this strange thing?
A radio computer. We have one down at the station. No, I don't know how to operate it or what it's used for. Let's go.
This is the Ream Prefect radio computer, a model number RC7024, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible interim printer.
Let me just investigate.
You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed.
Look inside the compartment.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March. This is the machine's filament memory. Press play to access its contents.
All
A
right.
bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good evening. Votre accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
This is a human interface. A retired person sitting behind a switchboard somewhere.
Fortress accident sounds familiar.
The company on whose name the terminal you're currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any other information about this company?
One moment. Fortress Accident SCS produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
That's not bad.
Wow, so conceptual.
I wouldn't know. I'm only here for passwords.
And what's that? The interactive call-in radio game.
Any other questions?
What's the personal log?
The filament you have inserted into the core.
You mean that glowing thing with the tape on it that said log February to March?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Is this the personal log?
Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer. Maybe he knows something.
Is it my birthday?
No.
Can you give me a hint?
Still no.
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt. Fortress Accident, is there anything else I can do for you today?
What are you, a machine or are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are paranoid.
Okay, but where are you? How'd you know where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian Repeater Station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
On an island on the river Esperance, a small woman, all skin and bones, sits in a room filled with audio equipment. Thousands of tiny lights are reflected back from her prescription lenses, like stars in the dark. Doesn't it get lonely, sitting there all by herself?
Doesn't it get lonely doing this job?
Lonely? Why would it get lonely? I get to talk all day to people like you over a warm cup of tea.
That's why she does this.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do for you, Fortress Accident.
Thanks, but I'm finished with this call.
Sleep well, Fortress Accident.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Press print.
Nothing happens.
Damn it. Alright, whatever. What's that? Shoes. Hey! Shoes that increase my empathy? Is that what it said? Carry the crypto-fascist has something new, I guess. Oh, because my composure went up when I put on these shoes. But I've got new shoes that increase my empathy, so that's going on. Hell yeah. These dapper snakeskin shoes have an almost invisible white-on-white flower motif strewn about the tongue. The toe caps are still dusty from lying in the church. Empathy shoes. I guess we could talk to Spider-Man again and see if he knows anything about.
Oh, hey, Way. There's coffee in the back. Oh, wait. I meant the mother's love.
Coffee in the back. Something familiar about that. Coffee and stale cookies.
Have you by any chance heard the Viejita say the password to her radio?
Too many times, Ese. You need it for something.
Yes, it's for a first-degree murder investigation in Martindale.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrow, but doesn't say anything.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death. What you think of that? Makes me almost pity La Nilita Pequeña when I hear it.
What was that about coffee? I feel like I've heard it somewhere.
Look, man. I'm at liberty to talk about the sacred blaze of the mother's glorious heart, but not about the coffee.
Whatever.
I think we're done here, Ese.
That was an interesting conversation. However, I'm still not sure how it's relevant to our investigation.
We'll find out, won't we? I hope he didn't give me a fake password.
Good evening. Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife death.
Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Fortress Accident, is there anything else I can do for you today?
Nope.
Sleep well.
The machine's keyboard is the printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
Read
The first
printer.
entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Do you think this log might be connected to the case?
Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some local eccentric.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity. See? Even one of the spookers themselves says it's unnerving.
Read the third entry.
7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking ESCA series, something advanced.
Why would she need an antenna?
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
Well, fair enough.
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up. Called Simon for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers. But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked.
Always are.
I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
A data loss.
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading.
Artists, programmers, Lexi, who are all these people?
Her friends? Colleagues? She must be quite educated if she knew how to set up all this machinery.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church.
Yeah.
I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
Yeah, of course.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the Swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
But what could it be?
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples. March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music. One neo-disco song over and over again.
Neo-disco.
Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good, I don't want anyone distracting me from my work. That disco man must be a cell.
She must be describing a
The
set.
girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles, crackers, ping energy drinks, water, toothpaste, gum. Also, some canned air. Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening.
That's unsettling.
A strange woman makes straight
it's
for
her.
the radio computer.
Whoops. We done been caught. She looks cool, though. Maybe she'll be chill about it.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
Yes, you are breaking in, but not into her radio computer. You're a master circuit bender.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
I can assure you I'm an expert circuit bender. I'm not breaking into your computer. I'm using it to access coalition military data links. We're here on a side case representing certain music venue organizers, or we're not just breaking in. I'm pursuing a mysterious lead, searching for my lost identity. Let's go with this.
Well, you won't find any music venue organizers here. It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
Did you reboot it?
What is it?
I didn't break anything, did I?
No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper.
Sorry, but who are you? What are you doing?
I am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages. If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
That still doesn't answer what she's doing in an abandoned church.
Have you seen the Crab Man?
No.
But you know he's around?
Yes.
He's seen you.
And?
And the Crab Man has seen you.
I don't care. I don't care about crab men.
Wow, she really doesn't. Not afraid, this one.
Why are there so many machines in this place?
I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything.
Why do you need an antenna?
I use the AR-1 as my RAIM prefix processing unit.
RAIM Prefect, that's your radio computer, right?
Mm-hmm.
The antenna is its processing unit?
Yes? You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you?
Not really.
All right. Well, all radio computers perform operations up on air. So in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna.
Wait, what's on air?
On the front. The unified front of radio waves. Licensed and controlled by Lintel in the East Insulindic region. It's all around us. That's what on air means.
Like love.
Sure, and the AR-1, is it a good antenna?
I guess it is. So far I've been quite satisfied with it. Martinez is an unstable region with bad coverage, and the operation has been surprisingly stable. But it's not the cheapest one on the market, so I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Fraser 1000 is a foolproof line for civilians. Anyway, you should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milieus dedicated to that sort of thing.
She liked telling me this. It calmed her nerves.
What are you doing with your radio computer?
I'm working.
On what?
Could you just shh for a moment? Or get to the point. I really need to focus on something.
It's not just rudeness. It really is hard to concentrate on whatever she needs to do. And you're not helping.
What about those bowls of water?
They are connected to my RAIM prefect. Whatever you do, just please don't move them, okay? Thanks.
Complicated fucking computer.
Short and terse. There you have it. Whatever she's using them for, they're hers.
Right, I'll try not to touch anything. Next
Great.
question. What are you doing in an abandoned church?
You really like those questions, don't you?
I'm a police officer. It's my job to ask questions.
I'm conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out.
What research?
I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said. The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
What does that mean?
Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing. What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist?
Taoist questions for sure.
That's a little above your pay grade at the moment.
Does this mean we're living in a world that has holes in it? I can't even understand how we're talking about something that doesn't exist, let alone measure it. I don't know. I'm not here for some science. I just want to solve a murder so I can go home. Let's go with the first one, because you know what that could be is pale.
I don't know. Are we? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. But how do I figure it out? You measure it by its surroundings, by that which does exist, which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence, to find out where it begins. But honestly, it's not progressing very well.
Is the hole connected to the data loss in your journal?
Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that.
Any idea where this hole might be located?
Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
Strange things may flourish in the dark.
Why there?
There's this place at the back of the church. A place where all audible vibrations seem to decease. I've named it the Swallow. And the higher you go, the less you record.
The Pillar of Silence? Are you sure it's not just an architectural quirk?
Maybe, but it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place.
This is where the Crabman lives.
I know.
You don't think the Crabman might be somehow responsible?
No, I don't.
She sounds mildly annoyed by this line of questioning, her hands typing hundreds of commands into the machine.
You said that research isn't going well, why not?
Because it's just trial and error, trying to locate the swallow, the exact point in space. And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work. Great. Thanks.
How do you feel about hypnotic dance music?
What? I hate it.
I bet she hasn't even heard it.
Have you even listened to it? Like, actually listened?
Yeah. Like, all the time. My tent neighbors don't really ease up with their partying, do they? Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music.
Right. But how do you feel about a club for hypnotic dance music?
This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here.
What do they want to build then?
Take a guess, why don't you?
The youth center would be nice, a petting zoo, a place for animals, maybe some community space to help the elderly. I'm still convinced they want to establish a light club for hypnotic dance music. They said it's their dream.
I can't believe they got you so easily. Go have another talk with those up-and-coming entrepreneurs, will you? Thanks.
Alright.
Good luck. I'm not coming in there.
What about that
The
2
swallow, you
millimeter
mean?
hole again?
What about it? Great. Thanks.
Alright. Well, interesting. I kind of did suspect that there was more to those dumbass kids than meets the eye. Crabman's gone. Crabman has disappeared into the void of the church. For now. What a creepy dude. Wait, what's this? Is that his pants? Did he leave his pants? Oh, it's a scarf. Mesk mango scarf. Raises my pain threshold. This huge red scarf is still dusty from laying in the church. A subtle red-on-red embroidery embellishes it with cocky roosters and mesk floral motifs. What I've got now increases shivers and lowers physical instrument. I think I care more about shivers than pain threshold for now. Alright, let's get the fuck out of this goddamn church. Yes, we'll go talk to the speed freaks again. It is getting late. I could go to bed now, but I want to get as much done as I can first. The girl is still hanging out here.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
About the church, I checked it out.
And? What happened?
I talked to the Crabman.
Oh man! Who is he? What did you think?
He gave me an odd lecture on alcoholism before rambling on and on about mother's love.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
Just preaching and playing for the looks of it.
No matter. Is he gonna be a problem?
Yeah. Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
Actually he told me he wouldn't mind the nightclub at all.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
You're just gonna have to live with the Crabman.
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light. Yeah!
Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
I was using the mainframe when Suna, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident, appeared.
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
She said you guys haven't been completely honest with me about your plans.
Come on, man. Who will you trust? A spooky programmer or us? We just want to make the world a better place.
Feel the love! Get down and feel it!
A half-hearted sell of something which does not seem worth buying.
Okay, maybe I'm kind of feeling it.
You'll get there, believe me. When we've got our gear set up, things will be flowing and pumping. Anyway, now that it's settled, how did she seem? I mean, disposition-wise, about the dance club idea. Ja oder nein? Rocking it or dropping it?
She did not like it.
What a pity! That's my favourite thing in the world! And she doesn't like it at all!
A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity?
Unity! Dance!
She made it very clear that she won't leave until her own project is finished.
And you can't just evict her?
No, I won't evict her. We have to come up with a different solution.
Look at you, Honor Man!
No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her. If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music.
The lines in the dark exist! Coexist!
At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like Nordic dance music?
She absolutely does not.
Egghead cannot believe what she just said. It makes him pump the jam a little slower for a moment, but then he returns to the full swing of it.
No worries. We'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you, what do you think?
I refuse to throw her out, but I will try convincing her.
Excellent! Good luck, my friend.
It's so difficult to pass this logic check, but I might as well try it, huh?
Okay, so the Speed Freaks want to start a club for dance music.
That was like an
much
11
checks
and
out.
I still didn't get it.
Youths like music. You feel as though you might have liked music more when you were young, too. But you digress.
What's the gist?
The gist of it is, they want to turn the church into a club, but a suspicious element has overtaken the building. It's very important to understand what the gist of things is. Always consult the gist before making up your mind. This is going well. Plus, and it has to be considered, you can't invent the future of dance music in this smelly old tent. Imagine if you had the church. That settles it. Analysis complete. Their story checks out. All in all, you really can't tell what that mean programmer grandma was talking about.
Goodbye, officer.
Huh? I see you're here.
Back to the heavyweight jam! Hardcore! Hardcore! Yeah! Spinning out lyrics since the day I was born. And the amount of lyrics I got is against the law.
That was maybe his weakest rhyme. You got anything new to say? Ice Squirrel.
Hello again.
Nope. Well, let's go back into the church and talk to that lady again. See if she has any new options for me. And if Spider-Man is back. And by Spider-Man, I mean Crabman.
Yes, what is it?
What if you didn't have to leave? I talked to Andre and he wants to make it work.
I don't want to make anything work.
Hold on, you don't want to make anything work?
Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
Alright, got
Good.
the message. Let's try to convince her to cooperate with the Ravers.
Easy. When her research is done, she can move out.
Listen, about your research, you mentioned earlier that it's not going very well. Maybe I can help with something.
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
But if I could help you finish the project, then you wouldn't have to live in a church next to the Boom Boom anymore. Just think about it.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
All right. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
What is an offsite copy and why do you need it?
It's a backup of my former employer's project, the radio game we were working on. It's stored on a filament memory, just like the one inside this radio computer.
She's making it extra simple for you.
The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly. You just have to go to my old workspace and get the filament.
Hold on. If it's called an off-site copy, then why is it still on-site?
Oh god, not this again. It is not on-site. It is in the basement. Perfectly safe and not connected to the front at all.
Basement? Sounds like it's technically still on-site.
And no, taking it outside the building wouldn't have protected it from the data loss. There's nothing wrong with keeping the backup in the basement. What happened was a freak accident that has nothing to do with how the backup was stored. We clear?
This is clearly a painful topic for her. She must have had to explain herself numerous times.
By your old workspace, do you mean the studio of Fortress Accident in that office building on Plaza?
Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady.
Wait, bookstore lady? You mean Plaisance?
That's her name, I believe.
Where exactly is the offsite
There's
copy?
this giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. It's there. Don't worry, you can't miss the bear. It's hideous.
Why can't you go in and get it yourself?
The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse. Whatever that means.
Are you part of the curse?
Of course not. Anyway, I don't have my keys anymore and she won't let me in.
Why does she
Because
think you're
she's
part
from Martinez, and people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil.
Don't be too harsh. That's only because of their socio-economic situation.
Yes, but she literally started praying for the higher powers when she first saw my Reim Civic. I'm not making this up.
That sounds like her.
The lieutenant coughs like he's amused.
Once I came in one morning, only to find that my terminal was full of those strange trinkets and amulets. Wards. It looked like some Semenine magic. So what I need you to do here is go have a talk with her, say that you're a policeman and need to get to the building's basement. Then bring me the offsite copy. Alright?
Alrighty.
Thanks. And here's my Kvalsund multi-tool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the offsite copy, then you can keep the Kvalsund.
Cool.
It hurts a bit for her to say this. She's not too happy to be parting with the Kvalsund.
Yes? Thanks.
What the hell is a Kvalsund? Oh, it's like a... What is that? This is an advanced pry bar. A pry bar plus 2, if you will, built by a Kvalsund in Vasa. The number of gadgets hidden within the frame of the yellow and gray multi-tool will stagger any technician. Well, alright then. So I don't think I'm going to be able to talk to Plaisance until the morning, because I believe her shop closes at night. But man, I feel like we did a lot here. I had almost missed all of that quest line by just simply not having explored the area thoroughly enough, which makes me now want to double down on exploring the area thoroughly enough. I know I checked out that door before. I know I went up there before. I don't know if I went down here or if this leads anywhere. It doesn't lead anywhere. Here's one of the traps.
A familiar apparatus lies among the reeds. Another one of Morel's traps, weighed down by stones to keep it in place. The reeds shake sadly in the coastal breeze, weighed down by rain. They seem to be waiting for something. The wind picks up here, near the cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold for this time of year. This trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside.
Another empty trap.
How are you enjoying the cardio, Lieutenant? I'm quite enjoying it.
Always
myself.
up for a good jog. Otherwise, would I still be on this case with you?
Yeah, okay, I remember this. Insulindian Peninsula. I wonder how long I can go before the game's like, you need to go to bed. This is where the father and son have been. Field electrical. I think this is where the cryptozoologist had been.
This is the trap Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality. But the reeds by the abandoned campsite hiss and shake in the lazily falling rain. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. You feel strange, somehow. Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done.
Bummer it wasn't in here.
I'm just glad we haven't found some poor cat trapped in one of these.
Fair point. I think that's something I already checked first. What's going on here? The boathouse is shoddily constructed. A strong breeze might blow it over. Can you read this?
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Look, Kim, even more bullet holes. Something's definitely gone down.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual. Even in a general average bullet hole frequency in Martinez sense. Grim affairs. Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't see these days.
Why not?
The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution. The destructive power of such tools proved to be too much. We do need to retain some humanity in this world.
A row of ghostly
did it.
shades stand facing the wall.
Whoa.
There are many of them, a dozen at least, their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet, no sound, no movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner, automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. Droplets of rain fall on the wooden planks, the surrounding sand dunes. The clouds block out any rays of light. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains.
What is this?
The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed.
Look at the people against the
A
wall.
host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. Ordinary people, familiar, each and every one of them.
Who were they?
Comrades, the forsaken, the wretched, who tried to rise against the horrors of the world.
Look at the line of soldiers.
7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one?
Look at the person standing on
The
side.
commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air, the lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
Kim, who was in this execution?
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Veld?
What if it was the Feld personnel when their assets were being seized by the revolutionaries?
Another likely scenario.
Or maybe...
You mentioned coalition forces. Could it have been them against the wall?
Yeah. It's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
So I saw in chat saying that the if I see something glowing white, it is likely that I just need a tool in hand to use on it. So let's go ahead and equip. Yeah, this thing says it opens locked containers explicitly. Let's go back to the locked container I saw. Maybe we can get into that building too. This building. Yeah, they're blue now. I don't know if that means I can get in through those tiny little grates, but at the very least we can open them. Okay, they just have stuff in them. Whoa, neat, $5. Hell yeah.
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years.
Try to see inside.
Dripping water falls from a high place. All you can see is the shadow of a collapsing staircase.
Lieutenant, can you make out what's inside?
No. I won't even try. You know, I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's that bad.
This partner of his, Eyes, things didn't end well. It saddens him to say his name. Don't even ask. He wouldn't answer. Maybe some other small talk.
Can you still shoot though?
Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter, but I passed my shooting courses 7 out of 10.
I've seen on a past failed save where he tried to shoot that corpse down and it did not go well. What is this? Postcard Quaron 33. This one has hell written on its back. It could not be further from the truth. It's the boom years, and Quaron, the nicest district in Revachol West, was enjoying a sun-drenched day. Tall and handsome buildings rise from the riverside, steel, iron, and yellow limestone with cloud shadows sliding on the facades. Before? I didn't even notice this. Looks like a phone.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change.
This has its own animation.
You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable. Calling. Still calling. This feels wrong. Should you be doing this? End of tone. Someone picks up.
Pierre, is that you, Pierre?
Oh no. I might be. What's Pierre like?
So nice of you to find the time to call me. It gets so lonely. Even the animals have died.
It gets lonely even when you're with people.
Are you sure you're Pierre? Your voice, it's different. There. Chrysanthemum.
Her voice is drowned in white noise. Sounds like waves washing a beach, growing in volume until the call suddenly disconnects. You get a sinking feeling. It makes you look if Lieutenant Kitsuragi overheard you. To your relief, he did not.
Let's keep calling randos.
Calling. Still calling. Again? Seriously? Someone with a masculine voice picks up.
Hello, Gerard speaking.
Hello, Gerard. Technically speaking, you're electricity.
Is electricity there? I need to speak with electricity, please.
No, but I got a feeling Al Kick Your Ass is gonna make an appearance if you ever call this number again. Have a good one, Ed.
Phone hanging up. Disconnect tone.
Do I want to keep crank calling? Might as well. It's only 10
Calling.
cents.
Calling. Calling. Still calling. Still calling.
Stop calling me, man. I'll get you your money, alright? I just need till tonight. Let me work.
Yes, but slight change of plans. I want this delivered to the whirling in rags at Martinez. We could all be a bit kinder to each other, don't you think? Consider your debt paid, my friend. You seem to be in some sort of trouble. Maybe I could help you out, police officer.
My debt? I don't fucking owe you. It's... Who is... never mind. I don't have time for this.
Disconnect tone.
Alright. Oh, this thing is fucking huge. I hadn't even noticed. The thing I'm carrying is massive. I can open this thing now. Apparently I can open it from this side, too. Door's closed for today. Time to put the kids to sleep. But the lady's still outside. Inside you hear the cozy sound of some heaters sputtering. Oh, I gained an experience. Do I want more thoughts or do I want more powers? What are the ones I wanted to raise? Composure seems good. I have max volition already. I wouldn't mind putting more into empathy or visual calculus. Let's see. Yeah, look at the map. Looks like I can do the abandoned lorry challenging again. Interfacing, savoir-faire, interfacing, physical instrument, pain threshold, authority, logic, composure, logic, visual calculus. I thought I already did stained glass window. Well, I got a lot of physical instrument that's available now because of putting on this weapon, I guess. The thing's fucking huge. Oh, is it the gloves? No, the gloves are for interfacing.
The old woman still sits in her chair, continuing with her chores. As she does so, she quietly hums to herself.
You're still up?
Yes, I can't really sleep anymore. Only a few hours a night. It happens when you grow older. My suggestion is, don't. Don't grow any older than you already are.
Way
That's
ahead of
old
you.
enough.
I'm so good at not growing older at all. Just staying the same age forever and ever and ever. I feel like I should check in back on the other side of town. Let's see what's going on down there. Progressed a lot over on this side. I don't know if it's had any effect over on the other side. Oh, what's going on up there? What are these doing in the fish? Oh, boots. Cavalry boots. +1 to perception, okay. Right now I've got +1 to empathy. I think perception will let me do another check though. Good old calf-length cavalry boots. Mount that horse and ride into the night. The heel comes in handy too. It definitely makes you some good 5 centimeters taller, but could it be that it's also making you sharper, more perceptive to your surroundings, now that you've gained a new perspective? True. Oh yeah, that's sick. What you got going on,
Aye,
bro?
the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
That's my motor carriage in the sea, by the way.
Oh, that's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
It's an installation. Very conceptual.
An installation? Us poor people are stupid and don't get installations. All I see is a heap of trash. This actually calls for a funeral, I think.
You are suggesting we honor the carcass of my former motor carriage? No, that senseless sentimentality. Inanimate objects don't have souls. I'm actually in the middle of a murder investigation.
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all?
Maybe I should.
Why odd? Our things are a part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans. To some extent, at least.
Life world? Someone's been reading up on last century Gotvaldian philosophers. Play it cool now.
Oh yeah? You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you gonna bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake? Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere.
It's a pity we don't do more frivolous side activities. I would have really liked that.
Yes, that is a pity. But for now, let's focus on the things we do get to do. Like the murder investigation, for example.
Murder investigation? I feel like we haven't been on that beat for half
He
the
liked the
day.
Capri funeral idea.
He did like it, didn't he? I'm surprised Kim hasn't been like, okay, it's late. Fuck this shit. Seems the walker was either very confused or drunk out of his mind. This is the pox, right? And they refer to the pox. Money. I could technically stay at the Whirling in Rags with the amount of money I have, but I'd rather be able to save that money to buy other shit. Not have to keep blowing it on the room. Okay, another thing I can open now. Whoa, what are these glasses? Are they my glasses? Jamrock Biker Cop Sunnies. for taking your Harmel Rio Supersonic out for a ride on the streets of Jamrock where your heart is buried. +1 empathy, -1 logic. Sure, why not? Yeah. Alright, crossing back over here. I didn't end up running into that last trap. I'm not sure where that was. I don't remember it being this bright down here before. And I guess that guy goes somewhere at night. What's this then? Scribbled between the thighs of a page 3 girl, L'Orange du Disco. You know what? Let's see if there's anything new going on with Pawn Man.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here?
I'm still not trying to buy his drugs. I'm playing the reformist. Sort of. That guy's not here either. Is everybody drinking in the bar? Wait, is this door open now? It does not seem to be. These Hardy boys are still chilling.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Okay. What about my handsome friend?
Hi again, gendarme.
I need more composure.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
I thought I had put on something that gave me more composure. Yeah, if I put on these shoes, can I talk to him?
Hi again, gendarme.
No, it doesn't seem to work that way.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Well, too bad. Oh yeah, her. I have sent her husband home, right?
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
I ran into your husband on the coast.
Goodness. How is he? Did he say why he hasn't returned yet?
He's fine, ma'am. As we had suspected, he couldn't get back earlier because the water lock on the canal was broken. Now he's just finishing up somewhere.
But we sent him home.
Yes, that's my Morel. He's bound to catch a cold staying out there for so long. But I am so relieved to hear that he's okay. Thank you for putting an old woman's heart at ease.
Did we not send him
if
back
even
here?
a little?
You haven't, however. There are dangers out there. Our aging body's foul. Her heart won't rest until Morel is safely back with her.
You told me you'd never seen the fast.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
No, I really want to know.
Reflexively, the lieutenant read his familiar notebook.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When, all of a sudden...
Wait, where was this and how old were you?
I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5.5 in Betancourt in the suburbs. My grandmother had a summer home there.
She'd just started forming memories. Real memories. Not the billowy haze of infanthood.
What happened?
The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it. I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds.
Did you follow it?
I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Where did you go? Don't
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel. We were on our first date when I told him my story. You should have seen his face. He said my descriptions matched the phasmid down to a T. Its white marble limbs, the way it moved.
You were on a date?
Our first. Yes.
Its limbs are white?
Not all of them, as far as I remember. Some of them, on the inside, like stalks of marble, if that makes sense.
How big was it?
It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case.
Maybe you imagined it, Lena?
Of course. I've thought about it. But Morel says my report matches with the others. And I'm sure I hadn't heard of the phasmid as a child. Nor had my mother or my grandmother. So how did I know what to imagine? It was only when I started telling my story as a teenager that boys would tell me, Lena, you trying to tell us you saw the Insulindian phasmid out there in those reeds? Get out of here. They just give me a cider and ruffle my hair and tell me to stop dreaming. But I saw it.
Kim, what do you think of this?
I thought it was a wonderful story, man.
But I don't believe it. A child left unattended on a warm day. Children make up stories and then end up believing them.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm.
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own. Into the mud. Anywhere.
Now let's give this man a bird.
Can I help you?
Card, I found a new bird for the whirling.
What is this thing?
It's no biggie, I just thought it would look nice on the wall. I'm that kind of cop.
What, the interior decorating kind? You know, I'm sorry. This is actually a nice bird. A competent piece of taxidermy. I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess? So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you.
People just don't know how to accept gifts. Especially taxidermy. He likes it. He likes the bird. It solves his broken bird problem.
He's still staring at a broken bird.
I feel good about our work here today. It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals.
It's not actually about that, but he liked it.
Alright. I gotta sing karaoke.
No, you don't. It's not happening.
Why do you even have a PA system if no one's gonna use it?
It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44.
What happened in 44? That's like 7 years ago, right?
A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke.
It's not a prop, it's for your clients. I know it's
Okay, yes, it's for some clients.
I'm a real client, I've paid my bills, and I have the right to use the karaoke machine.
Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
It's alright, I have my own song with me.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard.
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine.
I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself. Oh yeah, time to do the damage.
I am about to do something that I've been waiting for the
Fairweather
entire game to do.
T500. Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor? Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but a large, slow-moving pry bar would shatter it? Or, if I run an electrical current through it, maybe it will melt. Or, personal favorite, frequency something something radio weapon. None of that would work. You need to shoot the part of the enemy that doesn't have Fairweather T-500 on it, because the armor itself is invulnerable. Good news is, so are the armor pieces on you.
Well, okay, that's nice. Hand-eye coordination against enemies in FT-500 armor. I guess that would come in handy if I have to fight one, but I don't know when that's happening, so... whatever. It's time to fucking sing karaoke. Let me save just in case this kills me.
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet. You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Look, Kim, I'm going to sing karaoke.
I can see that.
Put your lips against the microphone. Test.
Immediately, a loud feedback noise startles the room. You feel like an amateur. How are you supposed to hold the mic? Should you just sing into it? Where should you stand? Hands. Where do you put your hands?
The hand conundrum and too close to the mic. Look
The
around.
bar is full and buzzing with chatter. No one is paying you any attention. But still you feel your knees turn to noodles. Okay, now a couple is looking at you. Even worse, they are going to hate you.
No. Alright, hold on, wait. Let's change my clothes. I'm sure I've got some drama clothes in here. I remember taking off something that was drama. Yeah. Yeah, let's put the drama back on. I guess it's just this. Whatever helps.
The stage is all set up for your performance.
Oh, no, wait.
You feel a little...
So...
I gotta get the shit out of my hands, too. Maybe that'll help.
The stage is... You feel...
So, are you ready for your
helped a
thing
little
now?
bit with the drama.
Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
I shouldn't have read the other choices. I should have just gone for it. Whatever. Let's fucking do
The
it.
air
No.
is thick with anticipation. Someone dims the lights as the music starts. A lump's in your throat suddenly.
Looks like I'm gonna do it, regardless of the failure.
I would often go there.
Oh my god, I accidentally unplugged my headphones. No!
To the tiny church
I can't hear
there.
it. No!
The smallest church in Sanson. Now it once was larger.
What in the fuck is my voice?
How the real may rest there.
Why am I singing like fucking the Cranberries?
Down through the mist there. Towards the Seven Sisters.
Why does he sound like this?
Towards those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there.
I need to learn this song so I can karaoke it just like this.
I have been so glad here.
This is amazing.
Looking forward to the past here. But now you're all alone. None of this matters.
He sounds better than the Smashing Pumpkins.
And all.
Holy shit. Nothing else matters. I would often go there, to the Chinese church there, the smallest church in Saint-Saëns, though it was once larger. How the rill may rest there, down through the mist there, towards the Seven Sisters, towards those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there, in the tiny yard there. I have been so glad here, looking forward to the past here. But now you are alone, none of this matters at all. Wow. Those are fucking terrible lyrics, and that's hilarious. Limbic system type music. Holy
Do you hear
moly.
that? It's the most pathetic applause in the world, Harry. Made of pity. No one liked you.
I mean, victory seemed near impossible. That is not at all what I would have expected the voice to come out of Harry to sound like. I'm up here singing my fucking heart out and it's not good enough for you fuckers?
You hear, or think you hear, uncomfortable shifting around. A bit of laughter maybe. No one saying anything.
I'm gonna unplug the mic now, okay?
Fuck you, I gave it my fucking best. I gave it everything and you shit on me.
Someone walks out of the room, by the front door. Some woman. Is it because of you?
I was saying about how I feel. Fuck all you scum.
That's it. I'm unplugging it.
That's it. You're unpowered.
Let's go, officer. These people wouldn't know a good performance if it beat them in the ass.
You liked it?
Detective Dubois. It was downright tragic. Now, let's go.
I mean it, he thinks. To him, being a cop in the RCM was truly expressed in that performance.
You know, if Kim likes it, that's all that really matters. Thank you, Kim, my husbando. Holy shit. I'm gonna be thinking about that for a while. That's gonna be my whole memory of this game. And with that, I think I should go put my character to bed, see if I have any fucked up nightmares again, and then I'll
The surrounding blaze of the electric lights makes the white on blue police livery of the motor carriage seem beautifully ominous.
Wait, why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to
Do something important? Something murder related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery.
Is he gonna try to convince me to become a mechanic?
Even at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Canema looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look.
The fail was the horrific necktie voice. That would make sense.
Someone has waxed it recently.
That machine really puts the loco back in locomotion.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look?
What does it pack in there?
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
That's what? A 7-liter V12?
7.2. Supercharged.
Saying these words brings him immense joy.
What in there made the infernal whining sound that woke me?
You mean the coil noise?
What is coil noise?
When variable current passes through wires that make up the coils on the electrical system on this machine, it causes vibration in the wires and the cores of the coils. When the frequency of the current in the coils falls within the audible range, the resulting vibration creates the whiny sound you mentioned.
Wow, how do you know all
I have
that?
pretty much maintained my vehicles by myself ever since one was assigned to me. You inevitably pick up some knowledge on the way.
There's pride in there. A trained driver knows his ride.
A fine machine. At this point, I'm just flirting with Kim
Yes.
over his car.
An extraordinary machine.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down.
You need to slam it, Kim. Make it more imposing.
Sorry, I'm not following you.
Lingo it up.
Drop the ride 2 hundo mil. Get the camber to frosty minuses.
No, that's
Porno
tuning.
tuning. Wait, what about the spinners then, huh?
Those spinners were elegant, sleek, radiant even. What you're suggesting is porno.
Trust me, it's cool.
Porno. That's short for pornography.
Yeah,
The sole purpose of pornography is to stimulate one's visual sense to evoke sexual arousal. The same is true with the modifications you're proposing.
What's wrong with pornography?
That's a negative on the porno. Thank you, though.
No one in the history of convictions has been more sure of anything.
Okay, let's move. Damn. Couldn't get him to do porno with me on his car. It got snowy quick. Should probably get to bed before I freeze to death out here. Kim, I'm about to make you follow me all the way to my shack, and then you're gonna have to run all the way back across town to the Whirling in Rags. You chill with that, buddy?
It's getting late, and it's snowing. Time to call it a day.
Good night, Kim.
Good night, officer. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Alright, shack time.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest. Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street.
And I hear him every night, in every pore, and every time it just makes me warm.
Recorded in you forever on Faraday.
Spinning in eternity.
On and on it goes for untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising, rising, above the dark curvature, the great wingspan of sleep, studded with stars.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time, the last time. The smoke in her mouth, the plotted flowers, the faces turning, changing.
What is it?
It's the world, Harry boy, and you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now.
That's good.
You can never forget this shit.
The colors, the voices.
All stuck on loop. Whirling, spitting out words and images.
Yeah. When I close my eyes, I see bullet patterns from Danmaku.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers, collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
That's right, I am an agent.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will.
Do you really have a loony
And
bin
for
out
what,
here? Seems like you could
man?
just be crazy in the streets around here.
For the working class.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
I'm building communism for all. This time we won't fail.
There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
Why?
'Cause only love can break your heart.
Feel the pillow in me.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
You can do it. It's nothing. Do it for the city. Go. Do it for the wind.
Do it for the city. Do it for the wind. Yeah, I healed.
Rise and shine, comrade. It's time to get to work.
What's going on?
Despite all the thinking you've been doing, only 0.0001% of communism has been built. It's too great a task to undertake alone. You're going to have to get organized. Uh-oh. Organization hasn't exactly been your strong suit, historically speaking.
I thought the shack was nice and cozy as is.
Your level of personal upkeep is irrelevant. All that matters is your commitment to building the World Republic. You must seek out your revolutionary brothers and sisters. Find out how much communism they've built. Then, together, maybe you'll be able to build as much as 0.0002% of communism, but it won't be easy. Decades of persecution by coalition authorities have driven the remaining communists of Martinaise underground. They live underground. These communists aren't men. They're mole people.
But I'm part of the coalition authorities. Have I been persecuting communists this whole time?
Possibly. If you have been, it's only because you're a double agent acting in furtherance of your long-term objectives. Regardless, what's past is past. You need to look forward to the work of building communism for all.
How am I supposed to find them if they're hiding?
Let your nose guide you, detective.
My nose?
Yes. Fortunately, communists are known to have a very distinct smell. We really have no idea what they're talking about. There's no linkage between ideology and olfaction.
What does communism spell?
Failure.
There's so much failure in my life already. I don't know if I can take it
That's
anymore.
why you're perfect for the job. No one's got a better nose for failure than you, Harry. What you're smelling is your own body odor, of course. Nothing a shower and change of clothes couldn't fix. People sometimes complain there are no real communists left in Martinaise. But you can smell their presence. They're out there, waiting for you to join them.
Okay. Let's get
First,
organized.
you'll have to locate the remaining communists in Martinaise. When you get near to someone with revolutionary potential, your nose will give you the signal to establish contact.
It's gonna be the drugs, isn't it?
Again, no, it won't. Any olfactory response you perceive will be strictly psychosomatic.
What will I do once I establish contact with my
You'll
fellow
discuss
communists?
the monumental world historical task that lies before you. You'll engage in rigorous and spirited debates about Mazovian theory and practice. But mostly, you'll probably complain about other communists.
Isn't that last part kind of counterproductive?
Not at all. Complaining about other communists is one of the most important parts of being a communist.
I have
Good
better
luck
things to do.
explaining that to the Tribunal of Revolutionary Retribution.
That sounds way too realistic. Alright. I'm going to wrap it up here, gang. Partly because whatever is dripping out of my face is dripping in abundance. And also I want to go work on this Guilty Gear video I wrote. So I'll see you for more on Friday. And we'll be on day 4. Holy crap. I made a lot of progress, I think. Not really in the direction of the main plot of the game, but a lot of progress on things, that's for sure. Alright. check out all the other stuff I got going on. Tomorrow, Bird will probably be streaming on Bird Friends Play. Alright, I'm hanging up.